To keep smart, your brain needs to feel useful. It needs danger to challenge it. Bill Gurstelle of Make Magazine tells us all about it in The Art of Living Dangerously. Enjoy! Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. They've ranged from building multi-person pogo sticks to hacking chocolate. Any topic that geeks hold dear. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds. The talk you're about to hear was recorded live at one of the featured Ignite events around the world.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bill Gurstelle. I'm a contributing editor at Make Magazine. I'm also one of the producers and on-air talents on Make Television. My talk today is called The Art of Living Dangerously. It's something I've been studying for the last couple of years. I find it a very, very interesting topic and one that's filled with a lot of potential to make your life better. I want to start out with some pictures. This is a picture of young Thomas Edison. He got a job early in life on a train going from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Detroit, and he sold papers on the train. He also built a laboratory in the baggage car. He did a lot of experiments there. He blew up the baggage car, but he went on to do some wonderful things. This is Packard, of Hewlett-Packard. As a boy, he went into the World Book Encyclopedia, figured out how to make his own dynamite, and he had a great time as a very young fellow blowing up stuff in the farm out somewhere in California. This guy is B.F. Skinner, perhaps the world's greatest behavioral psychologist. I love this picture of him. Look at that forehead. What a smart guy. He built a really kick-ass cannon, and he was like the envy of all his friends because he was so clever with it. This is Francis Crick, the co-discoverer of the DNA molecule. As a boy, he got into a lot of trouble with his parents because he used to love to put chemicals in glass bottles and blow them up electrically. Well, it didn't always work out so well, but he came to some compromise with his parents and they allowed him to do it. This is Boris Yeltsin. Look at the finger on his left hand. That's a trick question. He has no thumb on his left hand because he blew it up as a child playing with dynamite. Actually, it was a hand grenade left over from World War II. But he went on to do great and wonderful things. This is Gordon Moore. He of Moore's Law founded Intel. When he was 11 years old, he put 4 sticks of dynamite together and made this resounding boom that echoed over the California wilderness at the time. Now, there's some things that a point I want to make about this. All these guys started out early experimenting with the art of living dangerously. Now, don't be like Yeltsin. It's not necessarily a good thing to blow off limbs. I'm not advocating that. But the point is, it's good to start early learning the art of living dangerously. Now, but you don't have to start early. It's not too late for you. Now, is living dangerously a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Or is it in between? So it depends on how you look at it. I personally think the art of living dangerously is something that everyone needs to learn. And there's some important reasons why you do. You've given a brain. Now, whether God gave you this brain or nature gave you this brain or just evolved it, you got a brain for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to handle danger. Your brain is there. If you don't have any danger in your life, you don't need a brain. And I have proof. This is proof. These are called, what the hell are they called? These are called sea squirts. They're a little animal that lives in the ocean. They live in colonies. As adults, they're filter feeders. They sit there anchored to rocks and boat hulls. And all they do is filter phytoplankton that comes by. But as juveniles, they look like this. They're mobile. That big white thing is their brain. They have a big brain. They use that brain for one thing, to avoid being eaten. They need that brain to avoid being eaten. But they have a 2-stage life cycle. They metamorphosize. And in their later stage, they become this. Look at this. This is called a tunicate. It's a filter feeder. It sits on a rock. It has no brain. This animal eats its own brain. Why? Because it has no danger. They don't taste good. They have no predators. They don't need a brain anymore. You need danger in order to use your brain. Now, there has been study after study after study that tells you that people who add a certain amount of reasonable risk to their lives have a much better, much fuller, and much more successful life. That's been proven in Germany, that's been proven in Canada, that's been proven in the United States. So it's not too late. It's time to learn the art of living dangerously. Hear me all. You learn the art of living dangerously by doing. You must add a little bit of sensible, rational danger to your life. And I have some suggestions for getting started. Here's one. I call it American Tarzan. Now, okay, what this guy is doing may be a little risky. Okay, that's 500,000 volts. And That's not me. I didn't do it, and I think this is actually a Photoshop picture. But it really is a good idea what you could do. You could act out metaphors, okay? If you want to run with scissors, by God, you run with scissors, and you don't take shit from anyone. But go ahead and add some danger to your life, because it's a very important thing to do. But there's other ways, too. You can take social experiments. You can do this, for instance. Now, this is not a very good idea, okay? But you know, social adventuring is one way to add some danger to your life. Not necessarily a very good idea, however. So you need other things. Well, I've been thinking about it, and I got a book for you. This book comes out in June. It's my book called Absinthe and Flamethrowers. It comes out in June, available everywhere. Do me a favor, even if to buy it, just get it at the library, but look it over, blog about it, tell your friends about it, review it on Amazon. I really believe that living dangerously is something that adds a lot of value, a lot of importance, and a lot of fun to your life. I'm Bill Gurstelle. Thank you very much.